Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Fracture Plane in order to complete the Dead Pilgrimage event. Today is the first day that the Blood Knight class has been released, so we're going to go ahead and do the Fracture Plane to try and see if we can complete this task. When you complete this task, you essentially get a cosmetic. There's going to be a cosmetic that is bound for every single class on one particular character that you completed on. I'll show you guys really quickly what that cosmetic does look like on a necromancer, because I did also complete that earlier today on my necro. So this is what the cosmetic looks like after you complete all of the Dead Pilgrimage event quest line. So today I'm just going to go ahead and do it on this alt next. And it's just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys how to do it in case some of you guys are having some difficulty. But there are only 15 levels to this Fracture Plane. It's very, very easy. You essentially get to just fight on as a new Blood Knight. I thought it was pretty fun, and I do actually enjoy the new Blood Knight class very much. So I figured I would go ahead and do one quick video to show you guys essentially how to complete it. If you have not done the class quest for the Blood Knight, or have not created an alt or anything like that for it, this is pretty much what it looks like. So just wanted to go ahead and show you guys really quickly what the gameplay is like. So it looks like it did already automatically change my character to a female. There are a couple of different skills that you're going to get that essentially allow you to move throughout the map, and I'll show you guys those skills here in a little bit. Your main one that you're going to want to focus on is going to be the bats. So the swarming bats is going to be a really good skill to use. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here really quickly. But we have Sanguinate, which is the skill that allows you to kind of move throughout the map unhindered. Then you have Siphon Blood, which essentially drains life from the enemy and gives it to you. A certain percentage of that damage that you deal is also converted to health, so it's a great way to stay alive. Storm of Bats is the other skill that I kind of wanted to highlight because it is one of the stronger skills that the Blood Knight does have. And then Umbral Lance is just essentially the spear that he tosses, and you just go ahead and essentially just use it to slam the enemy. So as you complete these stages on the map here, you will essentially complete the stage and get these Fracture Plane coins, the Chaos coins, and then once you complete each stage, you'll end up getting to this equipment rack. The equipment rack allows you to kind of select gear, because as you guys saw here, you are essentially in the game with absolutely no gear whatsoever. So as you complete the stages, you'll pick up gear. My recommendation for you guys that do complete the first stage is always go for the bats, increased damage. And then as you progress, pick up the health bonuses. And yeah, so when you guys do pick up the gear as well, you'll notice that this is a 1-star here. It goes all the way up to 5 as you complete the levels. So we'll go ahead and just basically get started, just to kind of show you guys how to quickly move through this to get you guys completed. So that you guys can go ahead and enjoy, the cosmetic that you can use on every single class. I think that's pretty much why the main reason why most of you guys would have come here for this video anyway. So may as well get going with it. So I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. Next piece I'm going to pick here is Siphon Blood. Also converts 6% of the damage done into an absorption shield, because that is actually very good. It's going to help you keep you alive. So just pick and choose what you guys want to do. And what you feel is going to be best for your character. I'm going to go ahead and just try to go through this as quickly as possible to just show you guys what you can use to help you guys clear this in as little time as possible. Because I think I did it in about 15 minutes the last run. So I'll go ahead and try to complete this one in a similar time frame. And hopefully we get done with this. And that way you guys can kind of see what it looks like at the end when you do complete it. So let me go ahead and see here. Siphon Blood also now slows the enemy movement. That's fine. We could also pick coins there, because we can essentially at the end of every stage you can go back and pick up gear at the end, and you guys will see that. Just in case, I'm not sure if you're here and you've never done the Fracture Plane, or if you're just completely new and you're just the first time trying to complete it just specifically for this event. This is pretty much how you would complete it. Yeah, after a couple of stages, once we get through the last level here we go, we get this portal that takes us to the next stage. This is where you can essentially pick your gear. Let's go ahead and go with the offhand. I don't think I need any chaos coins just yet, and we'll go ahead and go with that. All right, so we got 3 pieces. We'll continue on. And remember, this is still level 1. It's just each level is going to have a number of platforms that you'll need to complete. So this is level 2 now, and every time you increase a level, you'll come up with a Chaos Broker. The Chaos Broker is what allows you to spend the Chaos Coins into gear or items that you may need. So definitely keep that in mind. I don't think we need any of those pieces, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and I don't know if I can afford the Shard of Fortune. Yes, I can, so we'll go ahead and do that. Shard of Fortune allows you to level up, so make sure you guys save those Chaos Coins. If you're not using them for gear early on, use it to level up your character, because that will essentially help to boost your damage and other things that you'll need later on as well. So, but as you guys can see, really quickly, we're moving along fairly nicely. Gonna go ahead and pick this other chest piece, and we're gonna replace that. So now we have a 2-star chest piece in there. As you guys will see as well, once you do get to the next level, your equipment that you no longer use, it will be converted back into more blood coins, or chaos coins, I should say. So make sure that you guys just keep it in your inventory. You don't need to throw it or anything like that, because you will essentially get refunded some of that cost back to you, and you can use those extra coins to purchase other gear as well. What's this one here? This one is just a slight increase in damage, so I'm not really going to go for that. I don't really need the additional 2-star chest piece there, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for coins. My health bar is still pretty full, so we're just going to go ahead and keep going like this. And really, again, what the main thing that you want to do as you complete these levels is try to round up your enemies as best as you can, and then use your skills when you have them bunched up. It's going to help to give you drops for blood. That'll help you essentially deal a little bit more damage. We're going to go ahead and pick Chaos Coins again, because we don't need anything else. We're still, still pretty good on health and everything. So. All right, so here we are at level 3. We're going along pretty quickly. I don't believe I need any of the extra gear, so we're going to go for a level.
Akarat be praised.
And we're going to go ahead and continue on. All right, here's the first boss. The first boss is the Crusader King. This guy actually hits pretty hard. He gave me quite a bit of trouble the first time that I ran it. I actually ended up using one of my resurrections on it, just because I, essentially, first time I had played the Blood Knight, I didn't really know the skills very well, and this guy hits pretty hard. So, take that into consideration as well. Depending on the bosses that you're fighting and whatnot, it may seem very difficult in the beginning when you are playing the Blood Knight. But hopefully you guys are watching this and picking out some of the similar skills that I am, and hopefully that helps you guys beat this event. But yeah, I think it in the beginning it definitely took me a couple of tries to try to figure out what the heck was going on and why I couldn't do any damage to him. And come to find out, I had made the wrong decision in the gear, so it was really kind of hurting my damage. But yeah, I definitely think that you guys should highly get used to using Siphon and the bats. The bats are probably the best damage that you can get in the Fracture Plane. For this one here, you can either choose the shield, or you can go for damage increase. I think for this one, I'm just going to go for damage increase. It's just going to allow me to help clear the enemies a little bit faster in these early stages. And then depending on what the next blessing will be, we'll try and figure out if we pick up maybe something else. All right, so here we are in the second stage. Now we can pick up a helm. Siphon blood now absorbs the power from nearby enemies. I don't think we really need either of these. As you guys will see, these are the exact same item. One of them just has a higher damage. I'm not sure if I have a helm piece yet. I do not, so let me go ahead and pick that up. Let's pick this one here, because I don't have enough to level up a level, so we're just gonna go ahead and pick with this. And I don't really think that I need health right now at this point either, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with this for now, and hopefully we'll pick up some more coins along the way to try and see if we can pick up either some better gear or enough to get another level early on, because it is very handy when you are leveling, you know, really quickly, because at that point your whole entire base health, damage, and everything kind of gets increased fairly quickly. So I don't really think I need to upgrade the chest piece either, and I don't need to pick this other one, although yeah, let's just go ahead and go for coins real quick. I'll let you guys kind of like go through it and figure out, you know, what you want to choose. For me, like I said, I can do this pretty easily now. I've done it 3 times. So I'm just going to try to go for speed on this run, so that you guys are not just kind of like just sitting along for a really long video of me just smashing things. But I did also want to kind of like slow down in the beginning to show you guys some of the you know, skills of the Blood Knight as well. So another thing too, as you guys get up higher on the levels, you will see that the what do you call it? Umbral Lance does have some pretty good potential for damage. And one thing I did notice is that even though, you know, you kind of already clear the level, some mobs will stay alive. I'm not sure if that's currently a bug or if that's like intended. But just keep in mind, after you guys, you know, it's, if the message comes up and it says you've completed it, but there's still mobs there, don't just, you know, assume that the mobs are not going to attack you. Actually, like, you know, kill them. Make sure you guys complete it. Otherwise, you might end up getting shot to death. And that happened to me the first time that I ran this as well. I lost 1 life just by essentially not paying attention and, you know, not really looking at where I was going. All right, so we did get a health globe drop, which is nice. And we're picking up all the coins, and we're moving on to the next level. Let's go ahead and pick the equipment rack first. This is not necessarily a big change or upgrade for either of my gear pieces, so I'm going to go for coins, and I should be able to pick up another level on the next level here. So let's go ahead and talk to the Chaos Broker. Let's go ahead and pick up another level. And do I need to pick up anything else here? Blot Knife is actually really good, and I think I might actually swap for the Blot Knife. So let me go ahead and do that. Plus, it's a slightly better weapon. And what Blot does is essentially just drops some more heavy arrows in the area, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. So let me go ahead and bunch up these guys all at once. And then we'll use the bats, and then we'll siphon blood here. And then we'll use the spear, and pretty much everything dies pretty quickly. So, but yeah, like I said, guys, I think that the fracture plane this time around is actually not bad. Let me go ahead and pick that new helmet. I think that it's pretty good. It used to be a lot more difficult, I feel. I feel like for this particular event, they did kind of make it a little bit easier. I'm not sure if maybe that's just like me, but the Blood Knight just feels like it's really easy to kind of like recover health and to beat some of these stages. So yeah, I don't think that a lot of you guys are going to have too much trouble completing the fracture plane this month here. Oh, and I almost left that guy alive there, right there. That is a 3-star shoulder piece. So let's go ahead and pick that up, because the best thing that can happen, or the worst thing that can happen, guys, is like, you know, when you get rid of that piece, you'll essentially just get coins back. So better to pick up the 3-star piece. That way, you know, you can at least get some slightly better refund a little later on when you are playing. All right, let's go ahead and do the lance. Hopefully I'm able to survive. These are some pretty tough mobs now. Starting to get a little bit harder. It will definitely get a little bit harder once we get to like level 10. But for now, this should actually be pretty good. Let's go ahead and pick up the pants here. And let's go ahead and equip them. And that's a good upgrade, because I only had a 2-star, or basically I had no pants yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and punch them all up again. Let's go ahead and send out the bats. Let's do the siphon there. Let's go ahead and kill the festering one. And we're ready to move on. Ooh, still, like, this is like a problem right now for me. It's like every time I think I'm done, I'm not really done, because it seems like I'm getting destroyed. Let me go ahead and pick up the Ageless Cross. This is going to allow me to basically drop this spear in an area like this. And it's just going to drop them down one at a time. So it's good when you're bunching enemies up, and it does deal a pretty decent amount of damage. Plus, with the other essence of having a second spear from, I believe it's the, I think it's this one here. The shoulder piece gives me an extra Umbral Lance. It's going to allow me to basically drop that twice on the ground there. So very good. All right, I am pretty much low on health here though, so I will need to be somewhat cautious because this stage does have these archers, and these archers can hurt quite a bit. So I need to make sure I don't die here, and hopefully I don't. And we were able to survive. And let's go ahead and pick up coins because I did also already pick up that essence. So let's go ahead and go to the next one, and this is going to allow me to purchase. So when you are low on health, if you do need to level up and you want to pick up some health, you can basically buy it with coins. It can only be done at the beginning of the level. So let me go ahead and get one level here. So we got the level 5, and let's go ahead and get some health. And I should have, yeah, I still have 91 coins, and that's going to be good enough for this boss. Oh, I got lucky. The last 2 times I actually ended up getting the summoner on this level. And the summoner, if you don't know, is probably like the most hardest boss you can get in the Fractured Plane. And just in open world as well, the summoner can be a pretty big pain just because you can kind of explode and give you area of effect damage. Yeah, just a pain in the butt, I think. But yeah, so not too bad. Like I said, I do think that the Blood Knight is pretty good for this. Makes it very, very easy. All right, so now we're up to our second blessing. This is a completely different one than I got the other 2 times. I think I'm going to go for maximum life increase. Actually, no, let's go for block chance increase just because, you know, I don't need a ton of health to beat the Fracture Plane. I would say probably block is more important to block some of that damage. All right, so it looks like we are a little bit low on the coins, so we're just gonna go ahead and save them up. I will go ahead and redo my health though, because I do remember these next 2 levels here are gonna get a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and bunch these guys up, and hopefully we can do some serious damage here. Nice and easy. Got one left here. But as you guys can see, we're already up to the Fracture Plane level number 7. Let's go ahead and move for this one here. Because Siphon's Blood is essentially going to be able to heal me with this one instead, which is a little bit better. So let's go ahead and use that. So as you guys can see, I don't know what's going on here with the cosmetic. I think that the cosmetic is currently broken, because it actually should be able to show you your cosmetic pieces, and for some reason it's not really showing it. So I need to figure out why that's the case. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually like it. You can kind of see that the character right now down here is showing the actual Blood Knight gear. But the actual character here is not showing the equipped cosmetic gear. So it's a little bit odd, but it is what it is. You know, the game just kind of, you know, threw this new character on here. It's going to be expected to have a couple of bugs here and there. But yeah. But so far, like I said, I do like the Blood Knight class. I will be doing a video where I am going to be class changing into the Blood Knight next. So hopefully you guys like the video and subscribe to watch that video next. If you are new to Diablo Immortal, you know, then obviously I would love to see you guys here on the channel. I do think that I'm still going to be putting out like Monster Super League content, but I'll definitely be doing a little bit more Diablo Immortal as well here in the next couple of weeks, just because I've been having a lot of fun with the game, and it gives me like a nice little break from the monotony of having to farm Monster Super League like all the time. Plus, like I said, what I really like about Diablo Immortal is like the social aspect of it. It has a lot of good like social interactions. There's just a lot of stuff that you can do in Diablo Immortal right now that just makes it like really really fun. So if you're considering playing the game or new to the game and you still don't know or you're not convinced, that's totally fine. Hopefully I'll convince you guys to play this game over the next couple of videos. All right, so we're pretty much halfway there. I don't think the video has gone too long. We're gonna be going to level 6 and trying to blast through these last couple of stages here fairly quickly. So I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can, but feel free to pause the video and take a look at the affixes or the legendaries that I'm picking, just to see if you guys need to figure out, okay, what do you got to do next to help you stay alive or improve, or if you fail a level, that type of thing. You can kind of stop the video and see what legendary pieces I'm picking and the skills that I'm using. But like I said, I feel like they really did kind of like make this particular fracture plane a little bit easier than what it normally is. And it may just be just to kind of like allow people to actually enjoy and have fun with the Blood Knight class, versus having to figure out, okay, am I gonna live, am I gonna live, am I gonna die, that type of thing. So all right, let's go ahead and pick the healing pants, because I do like the fact that I do get healed. Yeah. All right, so we're pretty much... Oh, one thing to note, guys, after you go up to the level, as soon as you leave the first platform, you will not be able to go back to buy health. That's why I was buying it right away as soon as I did see it, just because, like I said, you can only buy it, when it is available, and it's not always going to be there. If you change your mind, after the first level or the first platform, you may decide, oh, you know what, I need health. You can't go back for it. So I highly recommend you guys to just kind of, if you are concerned about your health, just go ahead and buy it. Don't second guess it. Gear you can always pick up from the other levels, but you cannot always level up your health bar unless you pick up, a chest piece or something like that. So keeping your health bar to full is going to be ideal as you guys move through a lot of the fracture plane content. I'm just going to go ahead and go for coins this time, because I don't really think that I need any upgrades in gear. I actually think that I picked up a couple pieces much quicker than I did last time. So something to keep in mind is that depending on your RNG, you may get a certain piece of gear, you may not. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick up the shoulder piece here, because that is going to allow me to basically get an absorption shield, and the shield can be very good as you move up through the levels. So, but as you guys can see, I have quite a bit of blood coins already, so I'm going to go ahead and level up here. We're already level 7, and I don't think I need to buy any other piece, so we're going to go ahead and continue. But we're already at level 9, and this is where the next boss comes in. All right, now we got the summoner. Now we'll see how many times it takes for me to actually complete this, or if I'm just gonna get murked like 2 or 3 times again, like last time. So we'll see. But like I said, I really hate this boss like with a passion. I remember when I first started playing the game, and I did a couple of the what are they called, the temple runs. That guy just like completely murked me a couple of times, just because I could never tell where in the world he was going to drop that ice hand right there, and then also the ice blast that he does. Plus he can also kind of like bounce around the map as well, and throws those giant bombs like he just did. And I'm actually doing pretty well right now, so I'm pretty surprised that I haven't died yet. Yeah. One thing that I did notice is that as you do complete the fracture plane, you actually don't get any new skills, which kind of sucks, because there's a lot more other skills besides these for the Blood Knight. So just something to keep in mind, that when you guys do start to go up, you'll start to see you're going to get a lot more. Let's go ahead and go for skill cooldown decreased. I think damage done to elites increased by 40%. That's only elites. So let's go ahead and go for the skill cooldown. But yeah, as you start to progress, like I said, you'll notice that it becomes a little bit not that it's like challenging, but you're stuck with the same skills. So I wish that you would have like a little bit more availability of the skills, because there's a couple other skills that are much better. All right, so I'm a little bit short on the coins there, but I did go for the extra level, and hopefully I'm able to pick up some health here right now. So let's see what we can do. But as you guys can see now, I'm actually able to survive pretty well. Like I said, the Blood Knight is pretty good when it comes to recovering health as well. So hopefully you guys do not die and you're able to survive most of this. But like I said, I do think that this month's Fracture Plane is pretty nice and easy. I don't think I need anything else. Let's go for coins. There we go. And we did get a health glove too. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next platform. I think after this one we only have 2 more platforms, and then we'll be ready to move on to level 11. So moving fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and bunch them up here. And let's go ahead and grab the bats. Let's do the spear. Let's do the bats again. And then let's do siphon for a nice little shield. I probably should have channeled that a little bit longer so that my shield was a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I don't need to buy anything, so we'll just pick up chaos coins, and we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. All right. So far so good. Not having any problems. I think we're surviving pretty well too. Let's go ahead and throw the bats again. And that pretty much took care of everything. But yeah, the best skill that you can pick up is the obviously this bat swarm, even after you guys class change. But the pants here really do help a lot when it comes to healing yourself quite a bit throughout the stages as well. So very important for you guys to pick that out, and I think it might be helpful to some of you if you do happen to fail it a couple of times. If you know, maybe you're just like, why did I fail? You know, it's maybe just because you need to pick a different essence. So hopefully as you guys play through this and you guys see what I'm doing, maybe you guys will pick a different essence based on what I'm doing here as well. Let's go ahead and do this one here. Although I kind of just want the coins. Let's go ahead and pick the helm piece just in case, because it is essentially just a 4-star, and I'll be able to get some of those coins back. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here we are at level 11, nice and easy. I'm gonna pick up a level, level 9, and I think the cap that you can get to is level 10, if I'm not mistaken. I think after level 10, I don't think I could level up anymore. So that means the last 4 levels will essentially just be at level 9 and 10. Let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, nice and easy, as you guys can see. Hopefully you guys have fun and enjoy playing this as well. I am definitely having a lot of fun. This other piece actually has only 10 more damage, so let's go ahead and pick it up. As you come to see, there's only going to be a couple of slight, upgrades as you move through the later levels as well. So, all right, let's bunch these guys up. I do want to get moving on this and see how fast we can complete this. Like I said, I think the last time I completed in about 15 minutes, so hopefully I can get somewhere around that, if not a little less. I will say this though, I'm also talking as I'm going through this, so I'm not just like really focused. So this one actually may go a little bit slower than what I thought, but hopefully not too slow. At least enough to make it like a short 15-minute video at tops. If I can get it under 15, that'd be great. Because most of you guys are going to skip through some of this anyways. I feel like maybe there's only a couple of people that actually watch the video in its entirety. But if you are one of those people, good, nice. I always obviously want people to watch the whole video and not just like skip through it. But yeah. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Blood Knight. I so far am definitely liking it. I'm having a lot of fun. Even just doing the Fracture Plane here. I think that, wow, we got the Summoner again, twice in a row. I do think that the class change is definitely going to be difficult, especially in the beginning for a lot of you guys out there. And I think the main reason why it's going to be difficult is because we're just not going to have every essence that's available to the Blood Knight. So I think that if you are going to class change, I would highly recommend you guys to just like do a little bit of fishing and save some of your essences, some of your mythic fish and rare fish to trade them in a little bit later. Wow, I'm actually going to die. But yeah, as you guys are going to do your class change, I definitely recommend you guys to save a little bit of your fish to turn them in after you guys have class changed, because that is going to help you guys out tremendously. Alright, so you do get 5 resurrections in the Fractured Plane, so I'm going to go ahead and take that real quick. And I probably should have waited just a couple more seconds until my cooldowns were all out, but it is what it is. But as you guys can see, the summoner does kind of like get really hard later on, and I really hate him. Like I said, I died like twice in my last one. Also, those spectral glow ball things that he drops on the floor, don't stand on those. They do hurt a lot. I think it's like every second you're in there, it's like 15% of your health, and it scales. So it doesn't matter how much higher you are in health and anything like that. You know, the boss is just going to hurt you real bad. Alright, so for this one here, we'll do 20% damage decrease. Hopefully it'll help us survive a little bit more. Because as you guys saw there, I was taking some serious hurt there real quick. Alright, so we don't... Yeah, that's right. So level 10 is the max that we can get to. I'm slightly shy of being able to purchase this 5-star one. And you actually don't want to choose Bats and Omen, because it turns your Bats into just like a one move, and it's not really the greatest. All it is going to launch your Bats forward, and then that's it. Whereas Swarmo Bats right now kind of circles around into place for an extended period of time, which does a lot more damage than if you were to just throw it. So I'm just going to go, as you guys can kind of see the Bats like swimming around there for like a little bit. That's what you want. You don't want to switch for that essence. At least not right now anyways. Let's go ahead and throw out another set of Bats here. And these guys are actually hurting quite a bit too. So like I said, the last couple of stages, it does get a little bit harder. You kind of have to spam a little bit. I'm probably not doing a great job of just like, you know, going through everything as best as I probably could if I was paying 100% attention to this. But hopefully you guys get the gist of it. It can be done. It's not that difficult. You know, you just kind of have to pick your essences properly. Pick the skills that kind of match your play style. But I would also say is that you also do want to try to, like, you know, dodge and things like that. Just like you would in the normal open world, you know, like you kind of come up against some like difficult bosses, hard bosses. You want to do the same thing in the Fractured Plane. You just kind of want to take it a little bit, you know, one step at a time type thing. Let's go ahead and pick the Chaos coins. That way I can pick up health if I need it at the next level. Right, and we are, wow, we actually ended up getting the very infamous Goblin stage here. So I don't know if we can get any of these guys to drop anything though. They're just going to run around and you know, run away. So it's just going to be a pain in the butt because they do run away so long, for so long. Come on. Hopefully I can kill one of these. It's taking incredibly long to murder some of these guys. And you only need to kill, I think it's like 2 or 3 of them to complete the stage. Once they're gone, they're gone. You're just going to get coins after you beat them pretty much. So it's like a free coin stage. Okay. Alright, so we picked up a nice amount of coins from them. Unfortunately, like if you were playing with a Necro there, you actually could have, like, here's the thing, on this particular Fractured Plane, you're only playing with a Blood Knight. On some of the other ones, you know, you got to choose your class, and you got to choose your build, and you got to choose, you know, your gear as you leveled up. For this one, you can't. So you're only stuck with the Blood Knight, which, and there's nothing wrong with that. I really do like it. Like I said, it's fun. But, you know, for some of the other classes, for example, that Goblin stage would have been really, really nice and easy. Like Monks actually have a pretty nice, easy time with those. Crusader have a nice easy time with those because the Crusader can bunch them up, that type of thing. So what the heck is going on here? This worm is taking forever. All right, so we now officially only have, ooh, there we go. Actually, no, I don't want to pick those pants. Let's go ahead and go for coins. Anybody else probably would have been like, you know what, why don't you pick out the pants? But I actually really do think that the healing aspect essence that's in these pants is much, much better. So I would recommend to stay with the 15% of healing for all the damage you do, just to kind of help you keep you alive. All right, so let's go ahead and drop the bats here. Let's go ahead and drop the spear. Go ahead and do the run again. Go ahead and drop that. But hopefully you guys are able to complete this with a little bit of ease as well. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried out the Blood Knight class. I'll definitely be having a lot of fun with it for the next couple of weeks. Like I said, I am going to be class changing next on my main. So that will be, I'm definitely going to be doing some Heliquary videos. Heliquary videos, however you want to say it. Some people say Heliquary, I noticed. The other day I was on chat and I actually heard a lot of people saying Heliquary, other people are saying Heliquary. I was like, not really sure, which one is preferred, but in case some of you guys are wondering. All right, we got one last one here to beat, and then we should be moving on to level 14. All right, and for this one, I don't need to pick anything else. Let's go ahead and go for coins again, even though I don't think I feel like I need any more coins. By the way, the gear that you find as you complete the level is sometimes better than the gear that you can buy on the Chaos Broker, but you can essentially refresh for 30 Chaos Stones. So, you can always refresh. Let's not go ahead and pick any of those. I kind of don't like any of these. Let's go ahead and see if we can refresh one time. Nope, nothing. Let's refresh again. Nothing. All right, there we go. Let's buy this one here. Plot knife, five stars. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And let's pick up some health. Figures that pick up some blood for the Blood Knight, right? To recover his health. All right, so let's go ahead and move through this fairly quickly now. We got the last levels here. And drop that spear down there. Got feared. Let's go underneath, come here. Drop the spear again. The one thing about the Umbral Spear too is that it does stun, that I do like as well. So not only are you bunching them together, but you're also stunning them, which is very helpful. And that's the same piece. It's just, yeah, this one actually is a downgrade from what I have now. So let's go ahead and pick up the coins. And we got 2 more levels to complete, and then we'll be completely done. And wow, I just realized the time. It's taken me 30 minutes to get to here. The last couple times, like I said, my fastest run so far has been 15 minutes. So I'm up to double the time that it took me the first time around. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can finish this out strong here. I'm actually hurting right now. There we go. And I think this is the last room here. I'm going to drop this here. I'm going to go ahead and transform so we can pick up some health. There we go. Drop the bats again. These archers are really starting to annoy me. Alright, and we got the boss here, and then hopefully we'll end up here in a couple of seconds. Like as you guys can see, the archers really do hurt quite a bit. Let's go ahead and siphon. Go ahead and throw the spear. And we are done with level 14. Let's go ahead and pick up that nice piece right there. Oop, need to pick up that piece. There we go, 5-star healing shoulder piece. And we are now moving on to level 15. and this is the last level. So if you've made it on this video all the way here to the end, pretty much congratulations. Hopefully you guys managed to get here much quicker than I did. 33 minutes in my opinion is actually a very, very long time. Looks like the Sand Shaper is going to be the last boss. The Sand Shaper is actually not bad, so I am very happy to have seen that instead of the Summoner, because the Summoner can be a pain. I did see the Summoner last time that I ran here at the last stage too, but I think this is the third time that I've seen the Sand Shaper here, so... but yeah, I think that there's going to be additional rewards for completing the Fracture Plane like every single day. You get some bonuses for completing them, as well as some of the what do you call them? Complete some of the event. Like you get some scraps, you get a couple of essences, you get some dust to level up your gear. So I think it's worth doing the Fracture Plane just for those couple of rewards themselves. Like I said, you really just kind of want to try to complete this as soon as possible, mainly just to get the cosmetic. I feel like that's 90% of the people out there. You're just completing it mainly for the cosmetic. So if you are playing through this hopefully this shows you how to beat this Fracture Plane nice and easy, and then you guys can enjoy the cosmetic pretty much from then on. Like I said, once you do complete it, the cosmetic is available on that character for the remainder of the end of the game pretty much. It'll be available in any one of the other classes you have. So 34 minutes, 34 seconds. Here is the gear that I used to complete. You guys can see the blessings down there. Damage increased by 20%, block chance by 20%, skill cooldowns decreased by 15%, and damage taken decreased by another 20%. So really good. Take a pause screenshot if you need. Yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out when you are completing the Fractured Plane. That's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys all on the next video, guys. Take it easy.